so happy to have you guys here today. Welcome to day 5 of the Booked and Busy training. You guys made it. You made it all the way through the week here, and I am so glad that you have taken the time to spend with us here, okay? Because we have truly enjoyed being able to share all of this information with you guys, to be able to help you maybe see what is possible for your wedding business, maybe help you guys get some breakthroughs in terms of how you can increase your presence online, how you can start bringing in more leads online confidently, knowing what it takes to bring in the right kinds of leads and how to move them quickly from someone who has never heard from you before to being able to answer what it is that they need from you at that point in time, right? The buy now versus the buy later concept. And then moving them onto your website, making sure they like what they see, and then moving on to the sale, helping them get closer to a yes on that first conversation. No more ghosting, right? All of that. That is what we have been talking about this week. And I'm so grateful for the time that you guys have spent with us. So I am going to pull up here so that way I can make sure. Whoopsies. Yeah, you can hear me. So what I'm trying to see is just kind of check in with everybody, say hello and good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm curious, how many of you have weddings this weekend? If you have a wedding happening tomorrow or Sunday, or maybe if you're watching this later on, if you had one today on Friday, I would love to hear about it. One of the biggest things that our Growth Academy members say is the ability to be able to celebrate wins with each other and being able to kind of encourage each other and help them to see, help each other to see that weddings are happening, that couples are ready to book, they are excited, and they need you guys right now, okay? That is the mindset I want you guys to take on, and I want you guys to realize is that these couples need you. And if we're not getting out there online and helping them to see that you are here, that you are the right wedding pro for them, and that you are ready to serve them, they're not going to be able to accomplish what they need for their perfect wedding because they need you, okay? So that is the work that we have been doing this whole past week, is making sure that we are helping ourselves to be found, our businesses to be found online more easily by our perfect couples, but then also being able to move them through the sale more quickly to make sure we're answering what it is that they truly need at the heart of what they want for their wedding, right? So I'm just gonna say good morning to a couple of people. Hello to, I saw Rosemary. Hello, AJ. Hello, so always so happy to see you. Nikki, good morning. AJ, bonjour, good to see you. All right, Rick, so happy to see you. It says, no wedding this weekend, but went to a wedding expo last weekend and it was packed. I'm excited for the future. Yes, Rick, that's so great to hear. And that's, again, I just want to encourage you guys that it is happening, okay? Couples are excited, they are ready to go, and I want you guys to be as excited as they are, okay? Because when they know about you, when they're excited to move forward, you guys, there is so much brightness on the future. The horizon is bright, okay? And so Rick says that he's got a wedding expo that was packed with couples ready to start planning their wedding. Jason says not until June 4th, but you have 4 weddings in June. That's fantastic. Great job, Jason. And I mean, like I said, this is a time where we've just had to deal with a lot of kind of uncertainty and struggles in our wedding business this past year, but there is so much opportunity for the future, and I cannot wait. I hope you guys will continue to update us. Let us know in the tribe here when you guys are booking these weddings, when you have weddings that come up, because I would love to celebrate with you. I'd love to encourage you. And again, that will be encouraging to your fellow wedding pros, okay? They need to hear it. They need to hear that these weddings are happening. So definitely come back and share when you get these wins, when you are booking weddings, when you are working at weddings, share a picture from them. I love it. I love being able to see that. Becky was showing me, one of the photographers from the New Jersey area was sharing some pictures with me of this really touching newborn photography session. She'd also done the maternity shoot for it and everything. Just an absolutely beautiful, incredible story from someone that she knew, but to be able to tell their story through her photography, I mean, what a blessing that is, right? What an opportunity, and how lucky are we that we as wedding pros get to be part of these stories every single day. that we get to be part of somebody's wedding day, their one and only day that they have been dreaming of for years and years, right? And that as photographers like Becky and her partner, Brianna, her business partner, Brianna, they're able to tell these stories through their art, through their gift of excellent photography, and to be able to tell that story and capture that. And it's just, I don't know, I just think as wedding pros, that is such an incredible opportunity that we have. So if you guys feel the same way, let me know. Let me know what is your favorite part of your business that you love being able to do, that part that kind of touches your heart a little bit, you know, and makes you happy to do what you do. So, all right. So this week, like I said, we have gone over so much, right? We've been having so much fun talking with you guys. Excuse me, being able to have conversations with you guys, Zoom sessions afterwards. And again, if you have any questions about what we've talked about this week, and you'd like to get on a call with me and Nick, maybe ask a couple of questions about what's been covered this week, send a message to him or to Teresa, and we'll help to set that up for you guys. And it's so exciting to see the progress that you're making, to see you guys taking steps forward. This has been really encouraging to us, and I love seeing it. And this is why we are going to add in some of those bonus sessions. This is something that we often like to do. And you guys have mentioned that you are interested, so we're going to do that. So let me tell you about those. I'm going to update the Facebook banner with the information so you can check it out later. But what we are going to do is tomorrow, which is Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, okay? So if you're able to get up that early on a Saturday, if you're outside of the East Coast, or if you're watching internationally, maybe that'll be an okay time for you. But if you're not doing a wedding, join us for a live Q&A session. We're going to be going over some of these big questions you guys have been asking during the session. Some of you have been asking really good, specific questions about how do I figure out my client's picture of success? How do I know what is the right number of times to follow up with a client, without seeming pushy, like we talked about yesterday, right? How do I make sure that I'm being professionally persistent enough, but not pushy, right? These are just a couple of the questions we're going to be talking about tomorrow. And again, if you are not able to join us live, we always love to have you live because I love being able to talk with you guys and hear what you have to say. Rick says we better be up. So if you're able to do that, that's great. But always, we do have these available in the tribe for you to watch or even rewatch later on. And these videos will be up until this coming Tuesday. All right. But then after that, they're going to be coming down. So I want to make sure that you guys, any sessions that you want to watch, make sure you give them another watch before Tuesday. All right. Then, so that's tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. We're going to be doing that live Q&A session with some of your big questions. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing it a little bit later, so that way me and my family have a chance to attend church. And maybe if you guys, just to give you a little bit of break in the morning there, but 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be going deeper on how to make your website shine. Okay, so if you had a chance to watch day 3, where we talked quite a bit about the website as the missing piece of your lead funnel, we are going to really get into that website topic, okay? Because high-paying couples are going to book with you when you can say the right words, when you can show them that picture of success, they like what they see, right? And they can find your website, not that billboard in the woods, but being able to find it, okay? So that's going to be on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Next week, we're going to have not one, but 2 bonus sessions for you guys because, like I said, these videos will be up till Tuesday, so we're going to keep on training, guys. We're going to keep on giving you guys some good info. So on Monday, we're going to be back at 11 a.m. Eastern, and that's where we're going to talk about the mindset of a 6-figure wedding pro, okay? So today we're going to be talking about cracking that booking code, what these 6-figure wedding pros do differently, kind of from a tactical standpoint. But I do want to let you guys know that there's a lot of mindset element to it as well, you guys, okay? And I need you guys, yesterday we talked, I got kind of fired up, didn't I? Let me know if yesterday's session, if that tough love was kind of helpful, okay? Sometimes we need that. But on Monday, we're going to be talking about some of the mindset work. We are going to be talking about how 6-figure wedding pros think differently about their business, okay? Because I'm telling you, the tactical matters, but the mindset matters just as much. Because when you realize that you are an incredible wedding pro when you are thinking right about your pricing structure, about the way that you book your weddings, the way that you approach your business, that's where some big things start happening. And the difference between a broke and a busy wedding pro are quite startling. So let's make sure that we, definitely join us for that one. It's really what you need to believe about yourself to be in this position and what you need to believe about your business to make sure you get to that level that you want, okay? So on Tuesday, that's going to be our last day together, 11 a.m., we're going to do the session you guys have been asking for, the basics and beyond for Facebook ads training, okay? Paid ads training. What do you need to do to put together a really high quality ad? Some of the steps that are so important to making sure that this is going to resonate with your ideal audience. These are the things we're going to be covering on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Okay, so which one are you guys interested in the most? So AJ, Saturday, you said Saturday anything. Let me know what you mean by that, or Nick can maybe answer it for you. Check out the banner after this session. I'm going to update this with the information so you can mark your calendars with it. But definitely make sure you join us for those sessions, because these are where we start to get kind of next level, right? If these were all the kind of the one-on-one 101 classes for how to book up your business and start getting your calendar booked up, consider these like the 201. How do we get even deeper on some of these topics that we've been talking about this past week, okay? So like I said, this has been an action-packed week so far. And so I want to do a quick little review just so we can kind of see where we started, where we've come from to where we are now, all right? So day one, we discussed the 3 main reasons why you're not booking leads right now. And that's often because we're not using the right methods to bring in leads, not using any online methods a lot of times. That you're bringing in leads online, but when they click through your ads or your wedding wire listing or your Google My Business, listing, they don't like what they see. Or the third reason is often that they like what they see, but you're not closing them in the right way. And that's what we talked about really in depth, really in depth yesterday. So if you're not bringing in leads on a regular basis, your business is probably broken in at least one of these areas. Excuse me. On day 2, we focused on the fast way to bring in quality leads with the right picture, the words that sell, and putting them in front of the right offer, right? On day 3, we talked about how your website is the missing piece of your lead funnel, okay? And how important it is to really maximize those 6 seconds that we have to get couples to like what they see so they want to stick around and learn more about you. So what do you need to have to do that? We talked about you need a main photo that shows their picture of success, that you need writing that clearly says who you like to work with, and you need multiple calls to action in the right places on your website. And then yesterday's session was how to end the ghosting and close your leads quickly. And we talked about a lot in that one, but primarily we talked about the follow-up strategies that keep leads from ghosting you. We talked about how to make couples feel confident in saying yes sooner. And we talked about how to take the awkwardness out of the sales process, right? How to make sure that we understand that what we do and what we provide is an opportunity for them that has value, and that they are going to appreciate that once we understand and we demonstrate that value to them. So which of these had the biggest impact on you? I'm really curious. It's always good to understand, what has made the biggest impact, to get that feedback from you guys of what has made the most sense for you guys in this past week. Let me know. I would love to hear it. But again, if you need to go back and rewatch any of these sessions, please do. They're here for you so you can really take these to heart and start taking action on them, okay? So now it's time to put all of those concepts together and see how it works, all right? So get your workbook out right here, all right? And I'm going to open it up to our last day here. Here we go. How 6-figure wedding pros cracked the booking code, okay? So the first one on there, the difference between a 6-figure wedding pro and a struggling wedding pro isn't always the quality, but it is always the marketing funnel and business strategy, okay? I'm going to repeat that again. The difference between a 6-figure wedding pro and a struggling wedding pro isn't always the quality of what you do, but it is always the marketing funnel and business strategy. And our method of cracking the booking code, everything we've been talking about this week, these are methods that are pretty simple to understand. I hope they've been simple for you guys to understand, but it takes coaching and directing to make it happen quickly, okay? And so often when we get on consultation calls with you guys, so many of you are so close to making this giant leap in your business and kind of getting all the pieces to finally click together, but you just aren't working on the right piece of the code, right? Once again, think about that website in the woods. If you have, done all the work of making sure that your website has this wonderful picture of success, but, this wonderful picture of success very clearly speaks to your audience and everything like that, but you're not doing any online ads, how are people going to find it? You have to rely on in-person methods or those slow methods that we talked about on day one, where it often takes quite a bit of time for the search engines to catch up and to start recommending it well. If we don't have those things in place, then you are that website in the woods, and you need to find ways to work online to bring that billboard out of the woods and put it by the side of the road, right by the freeway, so people can see you and find you. And if you feel like you're close in these things and just need a little bit of direction, definitely I invite you guys to get on a free consultation with me and Nick so we can help you to kind of work through this, give you a little bit of clarity on your business and how you might be able to get a little bit of extra help. Definitely send a direct message to Nick or to Teresa, and they can help you. They'll also add a link in the chat there, so that way you guys can book a call if you would like. So, all right. So, is this making sense so far? I'm trying to follow the workbook a little bit more. I know you guys have found this valuable, so I want to make sure you're getting the information that you need. Okay. So, what I really want you guys to realize is that when we talk about marketing funnel and business strategy, this can start to sound really complicated, right? It can start to feel really stressful and like, okay, what the heck is even a funnel? How does it work, right? Especially if marketing is not your strong suit. Or maybe you've heard these terms, you've done a little bit of research into it, but you're like, it's just still not making a whole lot of sense for me, right? Well, let's keep it simple, because it really can be, all right? What does a well-functioning marketing funnel mean for these higher earning pros? Well, it means that month after month, they have a plan on how and what they need to do to take action to make their leads come in, to follow up with them quickly when they do, and to confidently invite them to work with them, okay? And many of you think that if you're just great at what you do, that people are just going to flock to you, that whole, build it and they will come approach, right? But the thing is, the reality is this is just not how it works, okay? You have to be able to follow up with them. You have to be able to take the strategies to get in front of them, okay? You need both referrals and advertising to bring in leads and get off that income roller coaster, okay? Let's really, there's a roadmap that we often suggest that our wedding pros follow, okay? Because when they start to take action on this and they start to see how this can all work together, and following up with them quickly, it's not always easy, but it is doable. So that's why we often put a roadmap in front of our clients, so that way they can understand referrals and advertising to bring in leads and get off that income roller coaster a little more quickly, okay? So let me see if I can pull this up here. Actually, Nick, are you able to pull it up? That would be really helpful. I've got my tech support in the background there. All right. So let me show you here. This is I'm going to see if I can open this up even further, okay? So there we go. Thank you. Thank you, honey. All right. So looking at the Book More Brides, this is the Wedding Pro Roadmap that we often go over with our students in the Growth Academy or in our one-on-one consultations, and really help them to understand, first of all, where they're at in their business so they can understand how to move forward and what they need to do next, okay? Phase one is the business doer, all right? And this is someone, I think a lot of you are at the stage right now. If you are, we'll go through it afterwards and I'll ask you which stage you think you're at. But the business doer, that is the solopreneur wedding pro. You're doing it all. Anything that happens related to your business, you are handling it, right? This is where it's really important to focus on foundational marketing and business systems, really making sure that you have those basics really strongly covered, that you know what you're doing in terms of bringing in leads consistently, that you know how to establish and grow your presence in your market. And really what you're doing at this time is you're preparing your business to go full time. And if you are a wedding pro that is maybe working full-time right now or part-time, and you want to make your wedding pro full-time, your wedding business your full-time job, let me know in the comments, because I know that's not always everybody's dream, right? Sometimes people, we would rather do this as a side opportunity. Maybe we enjoy our jobs, our daytime jobs, but this is a passion for us and we want to be able to continue it. But I do know that a lot of you are looking to make this your full-time job because you don't want to have to rely on the job you're doing now to bring you your regular income, because it may not always be within your control, right? I think this past year has really tested us, a lot of us that have had full-time jobs. It's really tested us to examine, is this what we want to be doing, right? Is our daytime jobs what we want to keep doing for the rest of our lives? Or do we want to grow this passion-led business of ours and turn it into our full-time income-making business, right? No longer just a hobby, no longer just something you do, on the side in your free time, but to say that, yes, I am this, and this is what's producing your full-time income. Let me know. Yeah, AJ says she loves being full-time. Kevin is full-time. Absolutely. Veronica says she works full-time, but you want to make your business full-time. Absolutely. You're not alone, Veronica. There are several people here. And Charlotte even says side gig now, but you aim to be full-time the next 2 to 3 years. Well, the question then becomes what are you going to do now to make that a reality, right? Because we have to, I know that you guys may have heard that your wedding business, from a business standpoint, doesn't matter what business you're in, but your business is always 90 days ahead. Okay, like where you want to be is always 90 days out from where you are right now, okay? So we have to think proactively, what are we doing right now? So that way in 90 days, we want to be in a different spot. And especially if you're thinking, as soon as possible, wanting to go full-time, or in the next couple of years, well, what if you could speed up that timeline, Charlotte? What if you could speed that up a little bit so that way you're able to bring in more income quickly? So maybe you can shorten that timeline. Or you could, as you are still working that full-time job, you're bringing in more money with your side gig, right? That's close to becoming your full-time. So you can pay off anything that may be lingering out there, just to give yourself an extra sense of security, to really build up a strong savings, to maybe pay off your house or anything like that, okay? These are all things that I want you guys to realize are possible for you and for your wedding business, all right? But it just takes a little bit of clarity and direction and some work on the right side of your business to make sure that it's heading in the right spot, okay? All right, so phase 2, this is where a lot of you are looking to go now. Nick, if you wouldn't mind scrolling up, just so I don't think I can do it, can I? There we go. All right, phase 2 is the business builder, okay? And this is where you become that full-time wedding pro like you've been dreaming of, but you're ready to scale your business, okay? And so if you are a full-time wedding pro, then definitely first of all, you have to get phase 1 under control, right? You have to make sure you have those 3 areas under control: foundational marketing and business systems, establishing and growing your presence in the market, and then making sure, and you've already gone full-time, okay? But you have to have those things in place. Phase 2, if you are full-time, this is where you need to be working on building upon those systems to grow your team, bringing in some people here to help you out so that way you're not handling it all anymore, right? You need to work on some next level marketing tactics to increase word of mouth and profits. And you need to really start getting ready to transition from hands-on to management. Now, I have a student that I have been working with over the past, oh my gosh, it's been almost 6 months. And he and his wife are full-time, and they have a thriving business, okay? He has an entertainment business. She's a photographer. And this is where they are at, and they are working so hard they're consistently growing their team, because the thing is, they have built such a strong presence in their local market, And the work that we've been doing together has been helping them to scale up their business so that way they can start bringing in more people. Because what's happened when you work and you get so good at your wedding business, what starts happening? They want you, right? But you can't be everywhere and you can't truly scale your business if you would like for it to become, once again, this isn't everybody's dream, but if you would like for your wedding business to start making six figures, multiple six figures, then this is what you have to do. You can't do it all yourself because you only have so much time in the day and you can only be in so many places at once. But like this DJ that I was, talking with the other day, my student, he was saying how he had 4 weddings over last weekend. Okay, 4 weddings all at once. And so he was able to, well, not all at once. It was over the course of the weekend. And on Saturday, there were 2 weddings in one day. Well, he can't be at both weddings, right? So he has to have a team that he can rely on so that he can grow his business. So what he's doing is he is growing his team so he can start to step away and start to head more into the management side of things. Okay, so that way his clients don't feel like they're not going to get the true, awesome experience of hiring his business if he's not the one behind the turntable, right? It's being able to hire quality people that are people that his clients are going to love just as much as they love him. So that's what it takes to start building to that phase 2. And that's solidly where he's at right now. And maybe you're looking to do as well. And then going on to phase 3. This is kind of the pinnacle. Again, if you are looking to really create this extremely profitable business, this big business that is going to serve your local market like crazy, okay? Again, maybe you guys don't have those kinds of ambitions, but some of you are. Some of you are ambitious like this, and the thing is, it's not just ambition, it's possible once you get through all of these 3 things, okay? And that's where you become the business leader, all right? This is with wedding business owners who are solidifying their teams and their processes and their market domination, okay? And the way that they do that is by focusing on creating clearly defined marketing and business systems for larger teams, making sure that things are consistent across the board, no matter who is working the wedding, no matter who is handling the ad strategies, no matter who is handling the website updates, anything like that, the emails, that everybody is on the same page because you have a consistent and clear set of messages for your business, all right? And it's really making sure that you're ensuring your business is running smoothly no matter who is running it day to day. And then making sure that you're committed to continuing education for the savvy business leader, making sure that you are constantly learning not only about your craft, but about growing your business, about those business systems, and making sure that you feel confident that you are able to lead well this team that you have built. Okay, so that's it for that one, Nick. If you wanted to, I don't know how to go back to. He's helping me with that, so I'm grateful for it. All right. AJ says she is looking to become that business leader, and she is well on her way. Let me tell you, AJ is one of our Growth Academy students, and she is a makeup artist. And she has especially been really challenged over the course of this past year because, what she does is you're in really close proximity. It's not like a photographer where, potentially you could work some things, but be at a distance, right? And have it be safe. As a makeup artist, you're right there. But she has been, instead of finding excuses, she found solutions. And she is growing constantly. She has several team members. She serves 2 different, very large markets. And she is able to really deliver high quality work because she's built a team that she trusts and is working on building those business systems. So that way, no matter who shows up at their wedding, no matter who the client has as part of their makeup team, they know that they're getting a consistent experience, that they are getting the animations makeup experience no matter what is going on, right? And it's incredible what she's doing. I'm so proud of her. All right. So let's see here. When you have put these things into place, when you take a look at this roadmap, okay, 6-figure wedding pros have put everything we've been talking about this past week into place, this cracking the booking code mindset, okay? And why does this work? Well, it works because they have built the fast and slow traffic like we've covered, all right? They have mastered both sides of that for their business, okay? They've achieved powerful SEO for their business and referrals are coming in, excuse me, but they're always learning and marketing in new ways so those referrals don't die off when trends change or when a pandemic hits or any other set of things that are totally unexpected and hit your business, okay? Like I mentioned, that DJ and his wife that I've been working with, the photographer, their business, yes, it took some hits during the course of the past year, but they're by no means struggling because they had these things put in place and they continued to grow and to bring things into place that they knew were going to make a difference for their business. We've been working specifically on copywriting and really making sure that we've got his perfect client crystal clear, that the writing on his website, his email messages, everything that we have been doing together is all consistent. And it becomes this very clear call to his perfect clients, to the point where they're even like, they when he talks with them, he's told me they're repeating back the language on the website that we've written together, which is awesome. I think that's amazing, because what does that mean? It means it's resonating with them. It means that's what they would have said anyways. Those are their words and it makes sense to them and it resonates with them. So that makes, I mean, that's so exciting when that happens, right? These six-figure wedding pros are using advanced tactics that we teach to use their SEO to capture leads rather than constantly having to pay out to ads, all the time, okay? Like I said, you do need to have it part of your strategy. But if you're doing, it's like we talked about day one, if you're doing all, paid strategies, but you're not building that SEO, you're losing out on so much opportunity. And likewise, if you're doing all slow methods, all SEO and things like that, but not doing any paid strategies, it's going to take forever and your business is going to grow at a snail's pace. And for many of you, that's just not sustainable, okay? This is when you end up putting yourself in a situation where you have to decide, do I have to give this up? Do I have to go find a regular job, a 9-to-5 job? Do I have to put away this dream of this wedding business that I've been building and kind of throw all these years of hard work away? That's terrible. And it makes me so sad when I see wedding pros having to contemplate that. But when you know when and how to use those paid strategies, when you are, you've got your SEO built up, so you've got a steady stream of traffic coming into your website, people that are ready and primed to buy from you, if not now, then down the road, because you've got follow-up strategies in place, right? For those buy later couples. But knowing also when and how to use paid ad strategies to bring in that fast traffic, okay? That means you can control bringing in leads on demand so that you don't get in trouble when trends change, okay? And when those referrals dry up or, something else happens in your business and you're not able to get that word of mouth that you usually do, when you can't attend, bridal shows, wedding shows, like you used to be able to do, where you got a lot of your leads in the past, or you're just not seeing the same level of foot traffic coming into those bridal shows, those wedding shows, you're not suddenly scrambling trying to find leads because you've only relied on word of mouth and referrals, right? Instead, you know how to turn those leads on like a spigot. That you're like, well, okay, this side isn't working right now, so let's go over to this one. And you know that when you turn that on, that you're going to start getting that stream of leads back in because you've figured it out, you've mastered it. That's what a six-figure wedding pro does. That is the work that they put in and the strategies that they put into place to make a difference, okay? And not only that, but especially six-figure wedding pros have put in the time to make sure their leads like what they see, okay? They have a polished website. They have made sure that it is clearly speaking to their ideal client because they have gotten so ridiculously clear on who their client is. And like I said before, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. Hold on, let me fuel up. This understanding your perfect client is so much more than building an avatar. This is something I'm really passionate about because avatars are great and they are needed for things like ads because that's how you can more clearly define some of the demographics like, age and interests and all those kinds of things, okay? It is important work to do. But let me tell you, understanding your perfect client and how to turn them into a client from a lead is so much more than just knowing what brands they like to buy and where they like to shop and what kind of car they drive or naming them, okay? Understanding this is so much deeper. That is when you dig into those emotional drivers, like we talked about on day 3, when you dig into what it is that they truly want out of your service that you offer at the end of the day. What is the experience that they are looking for? When you understand their pain points and can clearly not only describe them, but answer how you can solve them, that is what's really needed. And I would argue that a lot of you, if you have been struggling with finding your perfect client, I would argue it's because you haven't done this work yet. Okay? This is something, when you get into that at a deep, deep level and really explore that, that is where you start to really see those differences happening. Okay? I actually want to give you an example of this. I want to show you a video of one of our students, Lisa, who when she put in the time to really understand her ideal client, it was incredible to see the light turn on. When I sat on the other side of that screen, she was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Because she knew, just like many of you do, she knew who her ideal client was, deep inside, but she was having trouble finding the words. So let me show you her story so that you can get a better idea of this.
Hi, my name is Lisa Manning, and I am a wedding planner here in New Jersey. When I met with Kate for a copywriting session, she was so good at pulling out my ideas and my thoughts and putting it into writing, cohesive writing for my website. And I've gotten several compliments for my website, and it's well written and people understand exactly the services that I offer, which is amazing. And I took that same language that Kate helped me write from my website, and I created a Facebook ad. Within 24 hours, I had 2 leads, which is amazing. And I let that ad run for 7 days. And within a 7-day period, from the copywriting that Kate did for me on our one-on-one session, I had 12 leads in 7 days. For me, that was a game changer. So if you have any questions about whether you should join a Growth Academy, don't hesitate, because it has made a big difference for me in my business. Nick is also amazing. He taught me so many things that I didn't even know existed. So don't walk, run definitely to Growth Academy, because it will transform your business and help you take your business to the next level.
Okay, seriously, like seeing her reaction when we really discovered her perfect client, I mean, that was everything for me as as a coach, as a copywriter, to see the way that she was able to, finally, it was like I said, she knew it. She knew who her ideal client was deep down inside, but she was struggling to come up with the words for it. And that is the benefit of when you have experts who can help you in this way and to help draw that out of you and to finally have it click. I mean, 12 leads in 7 days. This is, I was so proud of her, because this is the other thing, okay? I hope you understand how proud I am of her, because what did she do? Did you hear something very key that she said in this session? We did the work together. I helped her to write up the copywriting and everything to get that there. But what did she do? She immediately created an ad with it. Like, she didn't waste time on this. She right away went to work, put this into action, and things started happening. Big things for her, because she was struggling. She was struggling to make it clear, and she was getting some leads that were coming in, kind of trickling in, but the ones that came in were not people she wanted to work with. They were not her leads. And when I would meet, she would come into our Growth Academy calls during the week, and she would be like, I've I'm getting these brides that are just, I don't want to work with them. But she was feeling so challenged because she was like, well, should I just take them? Because I need the work. I want to grow, because she does have a full-time job. Okay. But as a wedding planner, she is looking to make this her full-time position. She wants to be a wedding planner full-time. So, but she knows that she needs to take the steady action on her, her off time to make it her full time. Okay. She needs to take that steady action. So I was so proud of her that she went right away and put that to work, because doing that is what makes the difference. Just like we said, you can watch exercise videos all day long, but it's not going to give you a six-pack, right? You have to get on the floor and do the work. You have to do these things. Okay. So I was so proud of her that she, we did the work together. She put it into place and she started seeing those results. That's what it's about. Okay. So let me tell you next about, in terms of these six-figure wedding pros, what else they do differently. Okay. They have gotten really good at closing the sale. Okay. And it starts with understanding that a lot of times you're not following up with them quickly enough. Okay. Just this week, a few of you used some of our took that quick action. You took some of the things that you learned, and Nikki created an ad and put out there. I would love to hear her results. And you've taken some basic templates and you've been using them to start closing sales, to start moving in that direction. Okay. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We have a lot of these templates that are being used, again, by these six-figure wedding pros consistently to bring in and close deals. Okay. But also it's making sure that you're following up quickly. Okay. It's making sure that you have automated systems in place that are going to help you to follow up quickly, but also with those personal touches. We say automation with personalization. That's what Nick says all the time. Automation with personalization. It's taking those automated systems, but making sure that you put your spin on it and that it still feels like it's coming from you and not super robotic, right? These six-figure wedding pros work with Nick and I to make sure that their automated texts, emails, that they have a professional CRM in place, whether it's the Book More Bride CRM, whether it's HubSpot, Entreport, whatever it is that you're going to be using to bring in those leads. Okay, making sure that you have a system in place to follow up quickly. All right. And that by the time those clients get on the phone with you or get into consultation with you, they have already begun to know, like, and trust you that system is going okay, because you have built a solid system with them to show them that you're here for them, that you're going to follow up with them quickly, you're going to be consistent, right? And finally, six-figure wedding pros know that they shouldn't be doing this alone. All right. They hire support to deliver an incredible experience for their couples so that they're not under-delivering in any one side of their business, okay? Either the delivery or the business side, that they're, hiring the right kinds of professionals so that way their couples consistently get a strong experience, but also making sure that they've got people handling and helping them in areas where maybe it's not their strong suit, or they just don't have the time to handle it, or frankly, they just don't want to do it because they know that their time is better spent somewhere else in the business, okay? A different client that I'm working with, a florist, I have to say, I truly admire the way that he has been managing. He and his wife own a very successful flower shop. They do retail, but they also do weddings. And I truly admire the way that he and his wife run their business, because they hire out when they know that it's in an area that either they know is not something that they're strong in, but also that something that they know that this is not worth their time. Okay. They know that what they do is $100 an hour task when they do it. So why would they be doing something like managing social media? They've hired somebody out for that. Why would they have someone to write their copy? Why would they write the copy on their website? They've hired someone out for that, because they know that when they are the ones that are in person with their clients, helping to close those sales, creating really powerful proposals and mock-ups of the flowers that they would do for their high-end clients, they know that that's the tipping point that takes their clients from a lead to a sale. So they hire out the things that are not directly related to that, okay? They understand that, and they work with the team to make sure that they're handling the things that are either not their strong suit or a kind of, not worth their time, or that they just don't want to do, okay? And they built up their business enough to where they're able to hire that out, okay? And when you do this, when you have resources and people to help you, not only in the execution, but like I said, on the business side, really guiding you and helping make sure that you're heading in the right direction so that your business is running smoothly and growing the way that you want it to, whether that's reaching a certain income level or taking your business into a full-time income earner or a multi-op business. Maybe you have some dreams for that, okay? You get to do what you like and push out the rest. I mean, isn't that what we would like? It's truly possible when you put these things in place, okay? Because when you do, you're likely going to end up making more money when you do it the right way. When you are not spending your valuable time, trying to figure out these things, but instead hiring people who are experts in this or getting direction so you can jump ahead more quickly, you're going to end up making more money because you spend less time on this and more time on closing sales, okay? And it also means that they're not working from a mindset of scarcity, all right? And if this is where it is for you, if this is where you're feeling like there's just not enough, I'm just worried that if I spend in this area, if I hire somebody out to do this, or if I bring on a team member or something, it's like I'm going to have less and I'm not going to be able to do this. I want to be honest with you. This is hurting you in your business growth. When you are constantly freaked out about spending money because you're worried you're not going to be able to make more, that's hurting you. And we'll talk big time on this in the mindset session on Monday, okay? Because this is something, again, that we are so passionate about, is that you have to go outside of seeing what is in front of you and start to understand that when you put the right systems in place, understanding what is possible for you. Okay, knowing that and seeing from others that when you put the time in and you do these things, that it's going to give you greater returns and that you're going to be able to grow your business and not being constantly worried about holding your money so tightly and not spending any of it to be able to help you to leap forward, okay? Six-figure wedding pros are worried like everyone else about their business and their income and everything, but they know that they have to continue to invest in their business in order to keep the leads coming in. And guess what? They're investing where it counts, where it's going to help them to make leaps and bounds in their business, and more business starts coming in, which means you can be less freaked out about how you operate and how you live, right? And I want to remind you about what we said on that first day and what we've continued to say this week, okay? Couples are excited about planning their wedding, okay? Rick mentioned that he went to that wedding show and it was packed because people are ready and excited to plan their weddings again. Okay, we're even hearing from destination wedding planners and from travel agents that they're starting to see a really big uptick in their business. Another one of our Growth Academy students, Taryn, she's killing it with honeymoon bookings. And why? Because she has put very clear messaging on her website, in her writing, in her emails, and her follow-up, and man, is she good at follow-up. She has been consistent, professionally persistent in how she reaches out to her clients and making sure that they understand that when they feel comfortable enough to travel, when they are ready to have that dream honeymoon, she is here for them and she's going to make it spectacular. And how has she done that? Because she has been in front of them regularly in their inbox, on social media, through text messages. She has been working so consistently to make sure that she is always in front of them, letting them know, hey, when you're ready, I'm ready, and we're going to knock it out of the park, right? That is what we want to be able to, that is the message we want to give these couples, okay? So the question is, what are you doing now to make this happen? So like I said earlier, your business is always 90 days out, okay? So what are you doing now to make sure that 90 days from now, your business is going to be in a better spot, okay? Tomorrow is May. If you know that reference, you can laugh with me. Anyways, tomorrow is going to be May 1st. That means 90 days from now, August 1st, okay? End of the summer, heading into the fall. And I hope you guys know that fall, actually, there's all sorts of studies out there that show that fall is just as busy for weddings in the summertime it's just as busy as the summertime in terms of when people choose to have their weddings, okay? They're actually tied now. It used to be summer was the big wedding season, right? Fall is now just as busy. What are you doing right now to attract those fall couples? The ones who have been waiting for the whole past year or just got engaged and they're like, you know what? We're ready to make this happen. We want it to be this fall. We are ready to make this commitment to each other, and we want that dream wedding. And they want to make it happen this fall. What are you doing now to make that possible? So that way, August 1st and beyond, you've got a steady stream of leads that are coming in and that you are getting in touch with them, and then being ready beyond that into the winter, December, the biggest wedding season or the biggest engagement season of the year. What are you going to do to have your business ready now? So that way when couples get engaged in December, they know about you. When they go searching for a venue, when they go searching for an officiant, when they go searching for a planner, a DJ, a photographer, any of those things, how are you going to show up for them? How are they going to be able to find you? And how are they going to know that you are the right wedding pro for them? Now is the time to do the work. Okay, you have to do it now because the efforts that you do is what's going to be seen August 1st and beyond. So we have to do the work now, you guys, okay? And many of you are simply missing one or more of those 3 steps, just a couple of steps that we've been talking about this past week, and not getting the income you want because you're missing out on just a couple of things here. You heard Lisa talk about it. She had been working and she had been building her business and doing everything she could. But what was she missing out on? Clearly, she was running the ads. She was trying to get her name out there. She was doing the online presence. But what was she missing? She was missing that clear connection with her perfect client so she could finally get the right people in. And not only did she get the right people in, but she got a lot of the right people in. 12 leads in 7 days, okay? That's what happened for her when she got that part of her business right, okay? So what can you do today to make more sales? How can you start doing this? Well, let me show you, once again, I've got another person that I want to show you what has happened when she has put the work in and what kind of growth she has seen quickly from the work that she's been doing like this. Let me show you.
We went with Book More Brides. We'd only been open for 6 months. And since we've been with them, we've doubled our business. And that's just because of all the wonderful advice they have. They're great people, so friendly and fun to work with, such wonderful ideas that really, really helped us out, especially in the social media department, which I struggled with greatly, and the Google My Business. They also put us in touch with a whole bunch of people for networking purposes and also people who do what we do so they can give us their experience. They're wonderful. I can't say enough good things about Book More Brides.
I thought it was kind of funny that she showed up right there. It almost looked like if she became me, I became her, right? But the thing is, listen to what Shauna said, okay? She said she was struggling with social media. It was this one area of her business that she knew was giving her trouble, but she did the work to, by joining the Growth Academy and by focusing in on these things and getting really clear on how she needed to connect with them and getting a couple of parts of her business right. Now, look, do you hear what she said? She has only joined our program a couple of months ago, and she has doubled her business. She's doubled her bookings because she got this part of her wedding right. Because once again, I want to encourage you guys and help you understand what you do is amazing. It's not a question, like we said at the very beginning of the session, the difference between a 6-figure wedding pro and a struggling wedding pro is not always the quality, okay? Just because a 6-figure wedding pro is getting tons of leads in and making a ton of money and everything doesn't mean that they have better equipment than you, that they're a better wedding pro than you. What it likely means is that they have a better marketing system in place, that they have worked on specific areas of their business that have helps them to open up their market and help their market to clearly see what they do and how they can benefit them, okay? This is the difference, all right? You are fantastic at what you do. It's not a matter of quality. It's a matter of focusing on the right areas of your business, okay? So how do you do this? What can you do today to make more sales, like we said, okay? We get to talk to lots of people, and some say, only have, a few on the books this year, it's not, there's no way for me to find more. Nobody's booking, right? And a lot of this is mindset. So how do you get past this? Well, one, join us on Monday to talk about this on the mindset call, but really it's making sure that you have a process, that you have our team and coaches that are going to help push you to grow beyond where you are and helping you to get where you want to be next. And a lot of you, we talk to you and a lot of you tell us, you're like, I don't even know what to do next, right? You don't even know where to go next. What is the next logical step for your business? Because your business is unique, okay? I showed you Shauna's story. I showed you Lisa's story. Those are two very different businesses, and your business is different too. But you need someone that you can connect with directly who is going to be able to take into account and say, okay, and really diagnose things like a doctor and say, okay, well, this is what you're doing, but you're not getting this result. So let's figure this out. This is where, what your market is like. This is what you do. This is how the pieces need to come together. When you can get that direct feedback, a lot of times that's where the game changes, okay? And that's the start. Then making sure that you are following up with those leads quickly, taking action, texting, email, calling old leads. That is something you can do right now, okay? Go out there, go back through your leads and find ones that, from, I would say, at least 6 months back. Go back and reach out to them and just say, hey, I was thinking about you today and wondering how your wedding planning was coming along. Are you still in need of a whatever service you offer? If so, I would love to talk with you and see how I might be able to help you out. Give it a try. See if it works. Because you know what? If we don't try, you're never going to know. So many of these couples, we are in such a unique situation. So many of our couples that we might think are old or dead leads probably have just put a pause on their plans and just need someone to prompt them for them to say, you know what? You're right. I'm ready. Or like I said, they could be buy now couples. They could be very close to making a decision. And a well-timed email or text or call from you could be the difference between them being a lead that you delete out of your system and someone who says, yes, actually, I've been thinking about that and wanting to book somebody, and I liked what you had to offer. Let's talk about your packages and pricing. But you're never going to know if you don't reach out to them, okay? So that's my challenge to you right now. And then think about what you can do to pivot your business right now, okay? Even if it's for a short amount of time. How could you do something a little bit differently, different offerings in your business, really making sure that you are meeting your market's needs right now, okay? So, like I said, you heard Shauna's story, you heard Lisa's story, but what's your story, okay? Where are you at right now? Are you making those steps right now to move your business forward? What are you doing right now to make sure that 90 days from now, you're in a better spot, that you have made the right steps forward? Are you going to keep trying to figure it out on your own and trying to, grasp at straws and hope that this is the right strategy? Or will you partner up with a team of experts, a team of coaches, people who are going to encourage you and strategize with you and help you to see what is next for your business, what is the next logical step, how to move forward in a strategic way, not a guessing game, but a strategic way, okay? What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and wait for it to happen, or are you going to take action now, okay? What I truly believe is that when you have someone who is on your side, you've got someone on your team that is going to help you to move forward and help to answer these questions in your business and get really clear with you on a strategy for what's unique for you, for your situation, whether you are a full-time wedding pro or you are looking to go full-time, trying to figure out the answers that are going to work for you, okay? The Growth Academy is set up specifically to help you with answering those crucial questions and really making sure that you are getting a system and a strategy that is customized for you, okay? A lot of times what you're missing is a coach to push you in the right direction and to help mentor you, to help you know what needs to happen next that's going to make a difference for you, okay? And so I just want you guys to understand that when you get these things in place correctly, it's going to make a huge difference for you. And I do encourage you to go back and see some of these testimonials and everything. But I also want you to think about how many sales would you need to get to cover your costs in a program like the Growth Academy? To give you a little bit of a reminder of what it is, this is a program that we have set up to make it more affordable for all of you, because I know that this is kind of a crazy time. It used to be more expensive. We brought down the price so that way it was more affordable, and we broke up the payments. Instead of being a 6-month program, we made it to 12 months so we could spread out those payments for you. But so that way you could actually get the access that you need and start making those strides. But think about how many weddings would you need to book, and how many sales would you need to get to cover that cost of $297 a month in order to get the growth that you need to be ahead 90 days from now, okay? Well, for you, likely it's very few, okay? And when you're getting super clear on how to draw in those perfect clients, it's going to help you attract and convert those leads so much easier. Look at Shauna, what she said, doubling her bookings over the last couple of months in the Growth Academy, okay? This is not just bringing in 1 or 2 extra sales. When you get clear on this and people understand how amazing you are at what you do and how you can serve them for their wedding, that's where the magic happens, okay? So let me walk you through one more time, or once again, about what the Growth Academy is about, okay? Whether you have a full-time day job or you're a full-time pro, you can get the help that you need when you need it. So how many hours does it take to do this, to actually, start to make progress by using the Growth Academy? Well, ideally 1 to 4 hours a week at the minimum, okay? You can start making really great progress on your wedding business. How does this happen? Okay, so I do want to tell you guys really the biggest benefit that you heard from Lisa and you've heard from many of our other students in the Growth Academy is that every month you get a one-on-one personalized coaching call for 1 hour with me, Nick, or someone else from our team of experts to help you to work on exactly what your business needs next, okay? So this is not something where it's like, oh, okay, well, this week, this month you have to work on this. It's you come to us and say, okay, look, I'm struggling to get leads in. I'm getting leads in, but they're not really my ideal clients. I'm not like Lisa was. I'm not really liking the people that are coming in, right? How can I fix this? I need a better strategy for running my business and how I can get in front of people, okay? 1 hour every single month, you get that 1 hour dedicated one-on-one strategy call, okay? And our students have found this to be the biggest advantage to the Growth Academy, is to be able to get that personalized support that so many other programs or, one-off courses, they just don't provide, right? Because it's not built in, it's not part of it. Then in between those monthly calls, we offer weekly calls and training sessions that you can choose from. You can choose to join those or not to support those efforts and those goals that you set forth in that one-on-one session every month, okay? So if in your one-on-one session, you figured out, like Shauna, that you need to work on your social media strategy, well, then you can join our social media call on Wednesdays. Or if you have a full-time job and you're not able to join it, you can submit questions ahead of time and then watch the replay of it later when you get home that night, okay? These are the opportunities that we provide for you guys because we know everybody's at different stages, and we want to make sure that you have the access on your timeline according to your needs, while still making sure that you are being, kind of gently pushed and encouraged and being held accountable for things, so that way you can continue to make that growth, okay? Every week we offer these spotlight sessions on several different calls. I mentioned the social media one. We have one on sales and business strategy, Marketing Mondays, and we have one on marketing and copywriting. It's primarily focused on copywriting, but we also do cover like writing for ads and things like that on Thursdays, okay? And this means that you get to ask how to make this work for you. Those spotlight sessions in these weekly calls, excuse me, you get a chance, you let us know ahead of time, just say, hey, I want to ask, I have a question about this, okay? To give you an example, we have students that will reach out to us every week. We say, hey, who would like a spot on our copywriting session this week? And people will say, yes, I'd like to work on my pricing and packages page this week. Or I have an email that I'm trying to send out and I'm not sure if I'm phrasing it right. And then they come to the call, they bring those things, and we give them direct feedback in these live sessions so that way they get it. But then a lot of times we also have people who are like, either they have a call, a consultation, or they have a full-time job that they're doing. They'll say, I can't make it, but I'd like for you to take a look at my website and let me know if I'm going, or take a look at an email or something. And I'd like to know if I'm heading in the right direction. And then we'll go over it. It's recorded and then available to watch later in that day, so you can still get the answer to your specific question, even if you can't join live, okay? And the thing is, I want you to understand the power of being able to ask these questions and see how it works for you. Because, it's all well and good to hear how other people have done this, or to watch a tutorial and to see something. But if you don't understand how it works for you, for what you offer, for your market, it's hard to understand how to make that very personal to you, right? And that's what those spotlight sessions are for. So you can really take the training that you're getting in those one-on-one monthly calls, in the documents and the templates that we have available for you inside the Growth Academy, how to make them your own. That's what those sessions are for. So you can really personalize those on very specific tasks that you're doing, okay? And the real difference is, just like I said, getting that feedback, helping to understand where you need to go next, making sure you're on the right path, that your couples are hearing the right messages that converts to sales. That's really where the magic starts to happen. When you have a sounding board to guide you and a second set of eyes to help you go through all these things, someone who knows the wedding industry to answer those questions and to help you feel confident in whatever you are doing next for your wedding business, that is what the Growth Academy is all about. And that's where you start to finally get your business on track and get those daily business demands out of the way and focus on what matters instead of just staying busy, but actually start growing, okay? So I also want to, tell you guys a little bit about what it's not. It's not one-on-one coaching. We do offer that. Well, it's not everything working directly with it. We do have those monthly one-on-one coaching sessions, but we do offer something if you want everything done for you. That is a different set of things. So that's not what the Growth Academy is. It is a group coaching program, but also personalized and tailored to you. So you do get that one-on-one monthly coaching session, but then you also get those spotlight sessions. You come in as a group, and I'm going to show later on, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to show you a really wonderful quote and statement from Ray of Big Ray and the Cool Cats, are one of our Growth Academy members, where he said one of the things he appreciates the most about the Growth Academy is that he said he feels like they're a family. He feels like we're a family. See, he's going to make me cry again. He made me cry on the call when I talked with him about this. Seeing our Growth Academy students support each other and to be able to encourage each other and to come up with ideas together to say, have you been seeing this? Have you had trouble with this? What is going on? And to have other people respond. But like Ray said, he said, these are people that I get to see on a regular basis. I see them every week, day in and day out. It's not just Kate and Nick and their team. I've built a community with these people and they've become my friends. I may not know them in person, but they're my friends. And that means everything to me. That means so much to me, to be able to see the way that this community works together and to see everybody growing. So, sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to cry. I don't like crying in front of people. But I want you guys to understand that it's so much more than just having templates to work from. It's so much more than just having one-on-one courses, I mean, just having a one-off course or a shortened program. It's getting to know a community of wedding pros who truly care about you, that truly care about your success, and a team of experts who are here to encourage you and to support you and to cheer you on, to help pick you back up when you're struggling in your wedding business, but then to help celebrate you when you start to soar. When you have people like Brady in the Growth Academy, who has made over $100,000 since joining the Growth Academy. I can't tell you how proud Nick and I are of him and the kind of work that he has done, because he got serious about his business. He joined a program like the Growth Academy and he brought it home. He made it happen. And I truly believe that's possible for you guys too. And I would love to be part of that community to make that happen for you. So if you want to know a little bit more about the Growth Academy, to see if it's the right fit for you, check out the link that is in the chat here. You can go to bookmorebrides.com, I think it's /Growth Academy. Check it out and see if it's the right fit for you. And if you have any questions at all about how it could work for you, if you're a full-time pro and you're not sure if it's going to work, if you are just getting started and you're not sure if it's the right time for you, set up a call with me and Nick and we will give you a straight answer, okay? Because we don't want you to have something you don't need. Just like you would not prescribe a package for your clients, your leads, that doesn't work for them, we're not going to do that for you. But I also want you to understand what is possible, because a lot of times we just need to get out of our own way and we need to have someone who can see clearly our business and can see the possibilities that we have and the potential that our business has, and someone to say, you're ready. You're ready to level up and there's no reason why you shouldn't be seeing more success. That's what we can do for you, help to encourage you and to see that truly and what you can do next to make it happen, okay? So once again, thank you guys so much for being here this week. I'm so proud of the work you have done in these 5 days. And I encourage you to come back and join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. We're going to be doing that live Q&A session, answering some of these questions and helping you to really dig into a few of the things that you've been asking about this week. And I'll put the banner in the Facebook group updated with all the information about these bonus sessions that we're going to be offering. I can't wait to talk with you guys. Set up a call with us. Let us know how we can help you, how we can help point you in the right direction. And I would love it if you would join us in the Growth Academy and help you to soar in your wedding business. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Friday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.